Hello class, welcome to the third lesson of the new year. We will be learning how to do long division with polynomials. Excuse me if the camera is a little bit shaky. I have to hold up the camera by myself because I do not have any equipment at the moment. So first we'll do problem number 1 together. So it's going to be x to the third plus x squared minus 36x plus 42 divided by m plus 7. Now this looks really complicated. But the first step we're going to do is set it up in the long division format. So just rewrite x to the third plus x squared minus 36x plus 42 divided by m plus 7. So once you write in this format, you can see x plus 7. So once you write in this format, the problem will come to you more clearly. So the first step you're going to do, the x plus 7 on the dividend, you want to multiply a certain number by this x plus 7 to get it to go into x to the third plus x squared. It can't only go into x to the third since it's 2 terms, and this is only 1 term, so you have to go to the second term. Just like if you were dividing, suppose you were dividing 42 divided by 7. You can't put 7 into 4 because 7 is greater than 4. So there is no number that makes 7 go into 4. So you're going to have to make 7 go into 42. It's the same step with these polynomials. It just looks more complicated. So what you're going to do is what's a number you can multiply x plus 7 by to get it to go into x to the third plus x squared. So I'll help you out and I'll tell you the number is x squared. So you're gonna write x squared right here. So x squared times x plus 7. So let's do the first step. X squared times x, that's x to the third. X squared times 7, that's 7x squared. So you're gonna write x to the third plus 7x squared. What I like to do is I like to put these two in parentheses and put a subtraction sign here, since you always subtract the two numbers after. So you're going to subtract x to the third minus x to the third. That cancels out. That cancels out. And then x second minus 7x squared. That's going to be negative 6x squared. Now, what's the next step? Let me use a different color pen maybe to make it look nicer. So the next step, you're going to bring down negative 36x. I'm going to bring it down right here. So it's going to be negative 6x squared minus 36x. Again, this is just like if you would divide real numbers by real numbers. Suppose you had, let's say, 1,102 divided by 7. Your 7 has to go into 11 once. So it's going to be 7. Then you're going to minus, just like we did right here. Just like we did here, we subtracted. We're going to minus 11 minus 7. That's going to be 3. And then we have to bring down the 0, just like we did right here. So it's the same steps. It's just with polynomials this time. Okay, so the next step. Now we have to figure out a number that goes into negative 6x squared minus 36x if we multiply by x plus 7. I'll help you out and I'll give you that number. It's going to be minus 6x. So let's write minus 6x at the top. As you can see, minus 6x times x is going to be minus 6x squared. So you're going to write minus 6x squared. And then minus 6x times plus 7. 6 times 7 is 42, and then put the x, so it's going to be minus 42x. Perfect. So now we have one more number remaining over here in the 42, and we have to subtract these two. So what I said, I like to put them in parentheses first. So just do that, and then put it in parentheses. So it's going to be negative 6x squared minus 6x squared minus 42x. So this pen is dying, so I will go back to using this one. So plus 6x minus 6x squared, so this cancels out with this. And then minus 36x plus 42x. The signs get kind of confusing sometimes, which is why I like to put the parentheses. That way I don't make a mistake. So minus minus as a plus. So minus 36x plus 42x. That will be 6x. That'll be 6x. Now we have one more number remaining, 42. So we'll bring 42 down just as well, right here. So it's going to be 6x. And then we could put plus 42. Now, what number goes into x plus 7 that will go into 6x plus 42? Well, 6 times x will give you 6x, and 6 times 7 will give you 42. So let's try 6. So we're going to write plus 6 at the top, since it's plus. So it's going to be 6 times 6x, that's going to be 6x. And then 6 times 7, that's 42. So it's going to be 6x plus 42. Put the parentheses minus 6x, minus 42. Both cancel out. There is no remainder in this situation. So your final answer will be x squared minus 6x plus 6. We could take this number and rewrite it right here, the final answer. So it's going to be x squared minus 6x plus 6. And box it. Okay, we were done with that problem.